Hello, everyone. My name is Joe Hardesty, and I am the Library Director to the National Society to the Sons of the American Revolution located here in Louisville, Kentucky. It's my pleasure to share with our SAR members, wherever you may live, another valuable resource that we want to make available to you and your fellow chapter members. So I'm going to go to our SAR.org website that you'll see right there in the top left corner of your screen. And in the top right-hand corner, you'll see Log In. Now you're going to need to do that. So go ahead and click Log In. And I've already typed in my email address right there. And this is my password. It's encrypted, so you can't see it. If you don't know what your password is, it's not a problem. You could always contact the SAR national headquarters here in Louisville and have them reset your password if you need help with that. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And in today's talk, I want to share with you a resource, again, that's available for members only. And now that we're logged in, come over to the members only portal and scroll down to the SAR Magazine archive. This is something that's really a valuable help to us, and it'll be just a wonderful opportunity to walk down memory lane. So click on SAR Magazine archive. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the magazine. It's been around ever since the SAR has been founded. And in its initial, it was called the Spirit of 76. You'll see that you have access to those issues as well at the very bottom. Now, the archive is divided into decades. And so there's approximately 40 issues found in each of these categories by decade. Now, if you had a memory of, say, your maybe your grandfather or your father wrote an article and was published in the SAR magazine, and you want to rediscover that one and read it again. You don't know the exact year that it was published, or even the month, of course, but you have a pretty good idea of the decade. And if you could locate the decade, then you're in good shape. So let's suppose that your father's article was published sometime in the 1980s. So scroll down to the decade of the 1980 to 89 and simply click on that decade. And here now you have access to every issue published in that decade. And again, if you know the year and the month, then simply click on the title and that magazine issue will open up. But again, if you don't know exact year and month, then you're going to be needing to come up to what's called the global searchability of the collection. Now note that right here, to do a global search of a decade, it may take a while to download all 40 issues. But if it's important to you, and I hope it is, you'll want to go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and download the link to the global collection for that decade. And you'll see the tape. It's downloading to my computer. In some cases, it'll only take a few minutes. Sometimes it may take 5 or 6 minutes. I guess it depends on the storage capacity or the bandwidth in your community, your internet connection. I have no control over that. But in the meantime, while this is downloading, let me just share with you the fact that there are a couple of other resources too that are available to SAR members under the members portal, and I perhaps will get a chance to mention those to you later today. So the 40 issues are almost downloaded. Might give you a chance to go and grab another cup of coffee or let the dog out, open some mail. This only take a second. It's almost there. You know, they say a pot never boils when you watch it. I guess I shouldn't expect this thing to download real fast, but it's almost there. Almost. Okay, thank you. And your patience has been rewarded. So here we have the entire decade of 1980s. And you can, if you wanted, scroll down through every single image in search of that article on the Battle of Bunker Hill. I'm not sure how long it would take you to do it that way, but let me share with you a shortcut. On your keyboard, hold down the Control button and press F, Control F. And at that point, you'll see a search box open up in the top corner of your computer screen. And now I'm going to search or type in the words Battle of Bunker Hill and enter. And now the computer, you're telling the computer to do a keyword search for that phrase. And you'll see that it's counting. We're up to 12 hits now, 13 hits, 14. There might be 2 hits in that decade, or there might be 200 hits. We're just not sure. But it doesn't take long to search that decade. And it seems like we had about 20 hits for the phrase Battle of Bunker Hill. And you'll see a drop menu or arrow down. I'm going to press that. And I'm going to press it one more time. And that might be the article that your father wrote in the 1980s. So this is just a terrific research tool if you wanted to read more about the battle. And you could then also, I think you have the options of printing off this particular page, or it's downloaded to your computer. So I'm sure you could print it off if you wanted. But that's the article. And if you wanted, you could always keep paging down with the top arrow. Just keep, and you'll see the text is highlighted in blue every time you press the enter or the arrow button. So that's an example of how you can search for that decade. Now let's suppose another example is that you're my age, in your 50s. And I was in ROTC in high school. I'm very proud to be a member of the junior ROTC unit. And I remember my classmates getting medals from the Sons of the American Revolution, a very distinctive way to honor our desire to be more patriotic in service to our country. Let's suppose that you received an ROTC medal and that you wanted to find an article in the SAR Magazine, and you recall that very special event, and that your grandfather, in fact, was the SAR member who awarded you that medal. Well, let's type in your name and see if we could find that article. And the name of the young man, or now middle-aged man, is Mark McCabe. And I'm going to press enter. And you'll notice that I get no hits. Why is that? If you're fairly sure that there was a photographer at that event and it occurred in the 1980s, you know that too. Your father was there, or your grandfather gave you the medal. You even remember seeing the article in the SAR magazine. What's going on here? No hits. I've spelled the name right. Well, maybe we need to include a middle initial. Mark B. McCabe. Let's press enter again and let the computer do its magic. There we go. And there's the photo. There it is right there. So as you see, when you're doing a search of the SAR magazine, you'll need to think outside the box. It won't read your mind for you. If it doesn't search the term as you think it is, you may have to keyword search it in other ways. So just play with it and have fun. So that's basic how to search the SAR magazine. Let me go back to the SAR again. I logged out by accident. I'm sorry about that. Oh, come on. There we go. And if we hover over, oh, I need to log back in again, don't I? Yes, I do. Okay, there's the members only portal. And I mentioned two other resources that you could access. They're the Gale Genealogy Connect, the Gale American Revolution database, both by the Gale Corporation. And further down, you'll see the share file system. And then buried a little deeper inside the share file system is a really cool collection of family files that the SAR has accessed and digitized and made available to you. And under the library tab, again, back to video tutorials, you'll see that we have a video tutorial that goes into much more depth on how to access the Gale research tools as well as the family file collection. So feel free to watch those videos and share them too with your fellow chapter members. So thank you for watching this video, and be sure to search the SAR Magazine archive and have fun with that. Thanks so much, everyone. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.